Hey, good morning, everybody. I hope you're having a great start to the holiday weekend. It's Saturday morning here in Michigan, and I'm just getting ready to get started on working on some listing. You saw me open that denim box up the other day. I want to get some of that listed, and I still have quite a few designer boxes that I've opened with items that are still needing to be listed. So I'm going to be working on that this morning, which is always good to have time to get caught up on some of that stuff. But I wanted to pop on and just let you know about an issue I'm having on the RealReal. I know I post on my community page sometimes when I have a great sale. So I don't want you to think that it's all sunshine and rainbows over there, because there are a couple issues I'm dealing with that I just wanted to talk to you about. So maybe you can prevent it from happening to you in the future. So, the main thing, I have an item that is being sequestered by the RealReal, which basically means that they received it and they don't believe it's authentic, and they're not going to send it back to me unless I can provide proof of authenticity. And the item in question is the one I have up on the screen here, this Prada tweed blazer. And it was actually brand new with the tag on it. It was from a men's designer box that I had unboxed probably in the month of May. I would say I posted that video. So I sent in the blazer, and it sat for a little while over there, and they came back and said they couldn't authenticate it, and it sat for probably another month, and it was not shipped back to me. So I reached out to customer service a couple times, and then I got this kind of threatening type email yesterday letting me know that my item's being sequestered. So I have had items in the past where they've said they can't authenticate, and I've believed that they are authentic. So I've sent them right back to them, and then they've decided they were authentic, listed, and sold the item. So I don't know if this is happening now because maybe I have a few strikes on my account, or if this is a new policy. But, as you know from the items in the rescue box, we don't have a specific receipt for the item. So it's difficult to prove to them authenticity. So what I did is I did send them a copy of my invoice from ThreadUp, for the men's designer box. I also have an email that I got from ThreadUp when I specifically asked them if they authenticate the items before they put in the rescue box, and they told me they absolutely do. So I have that email, and I also have the link to my video showing me opening the box. So I did provide those 3 items to the RealReal. So at minimum, I'm hoping they will at least send me the blazer back so it's not a complete loss, and that my account can be brought back into good standing. Or number 2, maybe they, from that evidence, determine that it is authentic and decide to list the item. That would be the best case scenario. Ooh, I got an offer on a pair of shoes. So it's just concerning because I don't know if this is a new policy or whatever. And in the past, I have not always kept the best records in terms of what I'm sending in there. From time to time, when I have a lot of boxes here, I've opened some off camera and then just, sent the items in, and I don't have any evidence of, where the items came from. So, whether you're a YouTuber or, a reseller or whatever, I would recommend, obviously keeping your invoice from ThreadUp and some kind of documentation what was in the box, a video recording of you opening the box, just something brief. And then, also a, video or pictures of what you're sending into the RealReal. So I will keep you posted on this developing situation because I just gave them that information yesterday. So let me know if you've experienced anything like this in the past. It's definitely new for me, so I would be curious to know what your experience was like. But, I do a lot of business with the Real, so I did not appreciate, getting that kind of threatening type email, especially on an item like this. And I certainly did not send anything in a nefarious way, knowing that it was not authentic. And I would have no reason to believe this blazer was not. Like I said, it was brand new. It had the tag on it. And if it was counterfeit, you would think it would be not Prada Sport and it would be a full Prada that they were trying to knock off. But I don't know. But let me know. And then the other situation I'm having over there is UPS actually lost one of my consignments that I sent there. So I dropped off 3 consignments at the UPS store, and I got an email from the Real letting me know that they received 2 of them, and the third one was not received. So I went and tracked it, and it shows that it was scanned in at the UPS and, that it was en route, but the tracking had just stopped after the first day. And at that point, it had been about a week, and there were no updates at all. So initially I tried to file a claim through UPS, and, they wouldn't let me do that because I sent it through the UPS store. So they said I had to go to the UPS store, and the people there just had no clue what I was even talking about. So I ended up reaching out to the Real, and this is now 3 weeks ago. And they actually filed the UPS claim on their end, since it's their label that we're using when we send in the consignments. But, this was an example of a box I had sent in, and many of the items I had not unboxed on camera, nor did I have pictures of what the item was. So I was kind of scrambling, even looking for similar items because I didn't have any specific evidence of what was in the box other than my packing slip. And that is, again, that was on me, and I'm not going to do that going forward. I'm going to make sure I have a picture of exactly what's in the box. Because I did have some higher end things in there. I had those Alexander McQueen sneakers that I unboxed a few weeks ago. I also had a pair of Christian Louboutin sneakers in there. And, just some other clothing, obviously, more than I can afford to lose. I sent them in with the expectation of being able to sell the items on there. So, they are working towards some kind of resolution. I believe the UPS label only insures the consignments up to $100. But I think they are going to compensate in some way. I don't know what that's going to be. I know when they lose items on their end, what they will do will kind of create a mock listing to determine what they would price the item at, and then, go from there and then compensate you that way. But in this case where they don't even have the item, I have no idea. The girl that's been handling it has been, fairly responsive, and, definitely indicates that they're going to do something, whether it's a site credit or, an actual adjustment made to the statement. I have no idea, but I will keep you guys posted on that. But the main reason for the video is just kind of a cautionary tale. Make sure, if you have some documentation that you have it handy so you're not scrambling, if there is an issue that arises, as much proof of authenticity that you may have. And, just to have a good video or picture evidence of what you're putting into your order before you send it out. So, keep me posted if you guys have had either of these situations. I would love to hear about it. In general, the Real's a great place, but there's definitely some pros and cons to doing consigning. So I hope you all have a wonderful holiday weekend. I will be back on Monday with another video before the 4th. So I will check in with you then, and have a great day. Talk to you soon.